We asked Wesley Hanna, where are you from and how did your hometown influence your music?
So I'm glad you asked this question. I grew up in Magnolia, Texas, which is about an hour north of Houston. And my latest project is actually titled after my hometown. I've got the record here. This is Magnolia. And so it's directly linked to my latest music and directly influenced my latest round of songs. So pretty cool to talk about. We've got some cool things going on here. This is the Railroad Depot sign that we use to make the title of the record, and it's got some things on here that you'll see on the sign itself. Houston, 43 miles, and then Fort Worth, where I live now, 205 miles. Pretty cool. Got the magnolia flower in stained glass, which my grandmother was big into stained glass, and she grew up in Magnolia as well. And of course, it's a magnolia flower. And my wife did this artwork, by the way. So it's pretty cool. She's also got a songwriting credit here on the back on Forever Kind of Love, which talks a lot about our love story, but also my grandparents are mentioned in there. And again, they both grew up in Magnolia, Texas. So you've got that part of it. We've got the title track, Magnolia, which talks about how much that town's grown, and a lot of people have moved kind of out of the metroplex of Houston, out trying to, flee urbanization and get out into the country. And well, what happens when everybody does that? It kind of turns into a suburb. So that's what that talks about. We've got Behind the Pine Curtain, which is a fun song. It's about my grandpa's sawmill, which we used to have parties out there when we were in high school age, and it was across the tracks from a little place called Henry's Hideout. So pretty cool if you've ever been there. So those tracks specifically are linked to the town of Magnolia itself and the direct area. And then we've got some other songs on here just about kind of where I'm from generally. And my dad's family's all from around the Gulf Prairie, if you will. So it's Gulf Prairie Blues. It talks about kind of the Lake Jackson area, Brazoria area, West Columbia, all that. So pretty neat. Again, I think you hear that in a lot of my songs. Where I'm from has deeply influenced the songwriting, whether it be kind of directly spelled out in the words or just the message of the song. But I mean, I think it's kind of where you're from and who you are is what defines your sound and your music. So all that's reflected. So really glad you asked that question. And again, y'all check it out. New album, Magnolia, Wesley Hanna. We appreciate it. Thanks.
Shopping centers, neighborhoods, suburbia, out in the woods, and wishing it could go back to the way it was when my grandparents settled down. What the hell happened to my hometown?